as your skills in the game?
To have the ball in my hands, just use me the whole game, whether it's offense or defense. I hope they don't got my stamina like too low on there.
I know, it's gonna be good.
But yeah, I think you could just make plays with me. You could take it to the rack, jumpers, it don't really matter. I do play the game. I'm really good. I think I can hit shots at least. I might not got like the cheesy dribbles, but I can hit a shot.
Who's your...
And now, fans, the presentation of the award ceremony. Jordan Walsh.
And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. And tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Boston Celtics here in Boston. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson alongside. David Aldridge is with us from the floor tonight. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Jalen Brunson out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then there's Towns, and it's Hart in at the 4. And for the Celtics, White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Holiday in at the point. Here we are, Greg, in Game 1 of the NBA season. How does opening night feel different from the rest of the season, the rest of the schedule?
Well, Kevin, it's the excitement of the unknown. Everybody comes in with the highest of expectations, right? You got new teammates, some new wrinkles, still a lot to figure out and shake out over the course of a long season.
And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul.
Oh, they've got their eyes on him, calling the foul right away.
Brunson against Holiday. Lets it go from deep. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
A consistent three-point shooter. You can count on Holiday.
Brunson against Holiday. And Jalen Brunson gets the 3.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's White. And Holiday has it in the corner. And the Celtics another 3.
Nice answer. You love how Holiday competes every single night.
And Derek White, he's one of the most valuable guards, Richard, in the NBA.
White can play the one, he can shoot the ball, plus he is an all-league defender. So Derek White gives you everything you want in your backcourt.
And here's White after Mikal Bridges hitting the 3. White, again, the Celtics good for 2.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. And here's Brunson outside. Porzingis with the rebound. Celtics have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for it to start off this game. White drives in. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Sinks the three-pointer.
Every time Tatum finds his shot, he'll take it. He loves to fill it up from range.
Brunson adds a 2-pointer. Gets an open look and hits. Brunson's got 5 points so far.
Right now, they are humming along. 3 of 4 to start this game.
Brunson against Holiday. And another basket for Boston.
5 out of 5 to start things off. They certainly seem to be in a good rhythm.
Brunson outside. And he's good on the 3-ball. Brunson's got a couple of 3s now in the first with the Knicks.
And Brunson more than comfortable shooting the 3. And boy, is he efficient when he lets it fly.
Here's Holiday. Banked in off the glass. He's got 10.
This team is rolling right now. Still haven't missed a shot.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with Joe Mazzulla, and we both had the same topic, Mikal Bridges, the impact he can have on the game. Coach told me he's someone we've talked about for sure. We can't let him out-hustle us. That's when he does the most damage. We'll see if they can match Bridges' energy. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Knicks trail by 4. Brunson outside. Brunson with an up. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Boston. First chance here in their inaugural game of the season to go up against New York.
And they swept the season series against this group last season. Pretty impressive stuff.
Now here's Brunson. Jason Tatum missing his last shot. Good on the three-point shot.
That's his game. Brunson is dangerous from just about everywhere.
Tatum passes the Brown. To Porzingis. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
And that's exactly what he's looking for. Draining the triple.
And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, guys, a big story this summer was Jalen Brunson signing a team-friendly extension, leaving an unprecedented amount of money on the table, but providing the Knicks with the opportunity to lock in this tight-knit core and contend in the East at the highest levels for years to come.
Wow, a team to be reckoned with. Shams, thank you very much for the report.
He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some scoring.
Anunoby against Brown. That's tipped. Towns with the steal. 1:09 left here in the opening quarter. Passes it to Hart. Anunoby kicks to Brunson. Kept alive. Takes the three. That's his sixth field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
And, man, can Brunson get going in a hurry? He's got his fingerprints all over this one.
Pass to Holiday. Some nice ball movement here by the Celtics. Tatum finds Brown. Here's Holiday. It's rebounded by New York.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Here's Anunoby, and the Knicks hit again from deep.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Tatum against Hart. 11 seconds left in the first. Clock at 6. Tatum, that's for 2. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Tatum's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the defense.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Knicks lead by 1. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. We hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for New York.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And I really liked how they moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
The guards are Pritchard and White. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. And it's Horford in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics.
On the catch and shoot there, just so relaxed. Almost looks like Towns is playing a game of course out there.
It's good from long range.
How about the last-minute decision there to pull the shot down and get a better one for your teammate?
Brunson kicks to Anunoby. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Anunoby's got the lead up to 3 now for the Knicks.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
One of the best 3 and D wings in the league. Well, let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive ability.
White, good.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's Brunson. 17 points in the game.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Here's Pritchard. Brunson covering. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Drills the three-pointer.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first.
And you watch Jason Tatum. Year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Hauser's checked in. And now, here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most second-chance points in the NBA. Second, the Knicks.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
Right up top, outside Tatum. Oh, Tatum finds a way!
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Here's Hart. New York now working with the new shot clock. Bridges for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Bridges has got 6 points.
This demonstrates how confident Bridges has become. Knows he has a green light to fire away.
And there's the pass to Pritchard. Here's Horford. Towns with the defensive effort.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with it.
And so it's Boston with it. After Jalen Brunson getting his shot to go from deep. Poked away. Hauser the pass to Horford. And stolen by Anunoby. And the dunk by Towns.
7-footers are not supposed to dribble like that, but don't tell Towns.
Hard against Tatum. Pass to Hauser. It's White on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Tatum. over Hart. But on that shot, with that, the Knicks lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Tatum.
One of the top scorers in the game today. Tatum can get it done all over the court.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 23. And again, New York with the triple.
And wasn't sure he could keep up the pace he set from three-point range in that first, but boy, has he ever.
Tatum kicks to White. Pritchard passes to Horford, and he makes good on the way.
With a defender in his shirt, that's a really nice play by Horford.
New York leading by 9. And here's Brunson. He's got 26. And there are the Knicks with another bucket.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Some changes here for the Celtics. Porzingis is coming in for Al Horford. And it's Holiday in for White. And Greg, you talk about toughness, the compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
Here's Pritchard. Brunson covering. Pritchard gets the bucket. Pritchard's got his first basket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Well, there's plenty of scorers on the Celtics, but Jason Tatum says, I'm going to get my shots. It's just about trusting the process. From experience, I understand that I'm good enough that I can relax and defer a little bit. Then in the fourth, I can score 20 in the quarter. Kevin, it sounds like he's figured it all out.
Thank you so much. You know, he can take over at any time, and it's fun to watch. DA, we thank you for that. Here's Brunson. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Here's Holiday. 10 points for him. And there's the drive. He doesn't hit that one. Some solid defense from Hart. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Brunson outside. The kick out to Anunoby. Tries again. Here's Towns, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And he was dialed in at the line a season ago, 87% from the line.
And the first one drops. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Brown wide open. He beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing way to get that ball off in time.
Talk about being poised under pressure. Big time shot from him there.
And the first half is now in the books. It's the Knicks. They're up by 11. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Coach. This team is still developing. What do they need to do to really reach their max?
Just keep working every day. Give maximum effort, great concentration, and play to win. Make winning plays.
Sounds simple, but I know it's not, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. For the Knicks, the first quarter was pretty even. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1-point lead, and they flat out dominated that second quarter. Hard to believe they were behind at one point as they're now up 11. And taking a look at the Knicks, Shaq, what'd you think?
The three-point shot was their best friend. I agree with the strategy. When it's working, take advantage of it. I don't really like it. Live by the jumper, die by the jumper. But tonight, they're living, and they're living good, baby.
Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
Well, the best way that they can get back into this game is to go up their rebound. They need to prevent second-chance points and fight. I mean fight to get their own. If they could do that, this game's still within reach.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See you, everybody. Kevin Hart.
Give a big round of applause for your Celtics Youth Next team.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Jalen Brunson has been exceptional here, guys. Wow.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So, no doubt, expectations will be high.
Here's who Tom Thibodeau is starting the second half with. They've got OG Anunoby. Mikal Bridges out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Towns in at the center position.
What strikes me about Jason Tatum is really his versatility. He's got any move for any situation that you throw at him. His moves have moves. His counters have counters. That is a man that can finish plays or make them.
Out to Brunson. There's the triple. And again for 3.
Brunson
Buries his 10th triple of the game. Unbelievable. Celtics trail by 11. Tatum finds Porzingis. And they call an illegal screen here.
Now taking a look at some stats for Jaylen Brown. Coming off a terrific season. Put up about 23 points per, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
Yeah, they rely on his production night in and night out. There are times when he absolutely carries them.
And it's good, 2 points. Bridges has got his 3rd basket of the night.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Tatum. 16 points for him.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
here's Anunoby. Back to Towns. It's stolen by Brown. And a fast break now for the Celtics. And that one, good. 9 points for Derek White.
Well, credit to Holiday for that intelligent pass, getting the ball in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
And here's Brunson outside. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Richard, so many things about Drew Holiday's game we love, but what impresses you most about his game?
Well, I know it's an easy answer, but it's his defense. It's hard to be a feared defender in the modern NBA, Kevin. But Holiday is such a pest at all times on that end of the floor.
Bridges outside. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got his 8th assist here tonight.
Look at that catch and shoot ability from Bridges. Not all forwards have that skill.
Timeout called the Celtics. Hey, Gregson's getting traded in 2023. Mikal Bridges' scoring numbers have exploded.
Yeah, Bridges is the main piece of that deal, sending Kevin Durant to the Suns. Mikal scored 26 a game down the stretch for Brooklyn that year, taking his game to another level.
With this chance, let's show you the league's most intimidating shot blocking defenses from last season. Number 1, the Celtics.
And that defensive reputation has value in and of itself. I mean, by the end of the season, teams were afraid to take the ball inside.
And here's Tatum for 3. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 3rd assist on the night. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. From deep, Brunson. No good that time. Celtics trail by 11. Here's Tatum. Drives to the hoop. And the dunk by Tatum.
I love seeing Tatum exhibit the passion that he has shown us tonight. Such a motivated performance by him.
From deep, Brunson. They get it again. From deep. There it is! Brunson with the deep shot.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
And RJ, the combination of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown winning a title together. That's something else.
There was some small talk going around about breaking them up. Good thing for the Celtic front office, they kept them both. In their first 7 seasons as a duo, they have 5 trips to the conference finals. That is a ridiculous run.
And here's Brunson following Porzingis' 3. Passes to Hart over Tatum. And the Knicks good for 2.
Despite his relatively quiet night, they are still winning. And that just shows this team is more than just about one guy.
Brown jams it in.
Come on, Jaylen. That's just ridiculous.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by your AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pass to Hart. It's deflected. Out to Bridges. Shoots the 3. And again, New York with the triple.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Brown outside. Back to White. On the shot clock, and that one drops. White's got 11 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Brunson against Holiday. Fires from deep. Good, another from three.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for second for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep.
The athletic ability of Holiday on full display there.
Holiday against Brunson. For three, Bridges. And that's collected by Drew Holiday. Shoots over Brunson. It'll go, and the New York Blues get down to 9 in the bucket from Drew Holiday.
You talk to coaches about Holiday, they trust his decision-making on both ends.
Anunoby, good.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here is Holiday. He's got 14. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Now Tatum over Hart. Tatum using his size inside.
Ooh, how about those nifty moves from Tatum? So crafty with the rock.
Now here's Brunson. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Knicks lead by 10. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And now we take a listen into the recent huddle from Tom Thibodeau.
Defensively, you got to do a better job. You got to shut the paint down, you got to challenge shots, and you got to finish.
You know, G.A., he's always preaching constantly. Defense, defense, defense.
And it's his area of expertise, and obviously he takes it very seriously.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. They've got Horford. He's out there with Jaylen Brown. And it's Holiday in at the 2. That's the Boston 5. That one goes in.
He's so solid from really any range, but Towns' jump shot puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
Brown against Anunoby. To the inside. Pritchard. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists now in this one.
If they're going to want to close the gap, they're going to need to start running more sets through him. Let your stars lead the way. Come on.
Now here's Brunson. Off target from three-point range. And they're staring at a sizable deficit.
And still within reach, though, that they don't have to rush things.
Buries it from three-point range.
Not just being selfless, but also smart with the ball. Brown is able to find the best guy for the right shot.
Brunson outside. Three-pointer. Connects again from distance.
There it is. A shot that puts him at the top of the record book.
Well, Greg is now tied for the mark for most threes in a single game. In one word, amazing. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
Here we go, fans. Time to make some noise.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Listening to what Joe Mazzulla told his team, I asked for one thing, intensity. He said, I need you to crank it up to 11 out there. That's how we turn it around. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Fires for three. And the Celtics another three.
And you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for them today. He's kept his edge even though they've been trailing.
Anunoby, right side. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Brown. Plays it up and banks it in.
Wanting it more. Jaylen Brown, this man competes. And teammates, they take notice of things like that.
Brunson outside. This one for three. And again for three.
Unbelievable. Gets the record with a beautiful three.
A new single-game record, GA, in a night that everyone will remember for the rest of their lives. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. Next up will be a home game match up against the Pacers. That'll be the first of two straight at home.
And he takes a breather from his ongoing three-point barrage. What a game.
Doing damage, Greg, on the road. Talk about a big-time performance. Wow.
What a special night. I feel blessed to have witnessed this. A new three-point record. Unreal.
Check in. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Up top, Hart. Just 5 to shoot. Hits the three-point bomb. And the Knicks lead by 11.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Now here's Brown. Shoots over Bridges. Again, the Celtics good for two.
Very athletic play by Brown. Getting the ball inside and working his way to a high percentage shot.
Brunson kicks to Hart. From the arc. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
That one's in there. The New York lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Brown. Brunson up top. And again, it's New York.
This is the player that Brunson has become. He's capable of carrying the load offensively on any given night.
Timeout called, the Celtics. Well, Greg, Boston didn't just win the title. They won their 18th NBA championship in style.
No series went more than 5, going 16-3 in the postseason, Kevin. Half of those wins were by 15 or more. The Celtics really weren't even challenged during that title run.
Jalen Brunson.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
And now we can see that when he's at his best, they are a very dangerous team, going up against the defending champs and getting the job done. Celtics trail by 12.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Tatum with it. Rebounded by Hart. Hart's got 4 rebounds in this game. Brunson against Porzingis. Here's Towns. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Towns has got the lead up to 14 now for New York. Tatum downhill. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis. That's now 8 points for Porzingis. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. The pass to Towns. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
So skilled working inside. Towns knows how to operate down low.
Bounce pass, Holiday. Here's Tatum, and it's Boston with another.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
1:04 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Pass to Hart. Bulls from the top of the key, and the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Knicks.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight at second.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jalen Brunson.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
What muscle on that finish. It's hard trying to prevent Tatum from converting.
And here's Brunson. So no problem for New York as they get the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony and our reporter David Aldridge and the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. So long.